Well, this is my dad's Husqvarna 455 Rancher. And here comes my sidekick. I'm just running that saw for a little bit. I already checked the fuel lines on it before I start it. They've been holding up pretty good so far. 55.5 cc motor. It's got a 20-inch bar and chain. I had that bar 4 years ago. I worn down the original bar. Figure I'd get some kind of like a new bar as a replacement for it. But it could pull a 24-inch bar, but I do not like 24-inch bars, but they make them way too heavy. So I stick with a 20-inch bar and 22-inch bars only. So I'll show you the quick features on this thing. You got an on switch. Up is on. You pull choke out. That makes your switch turn on. Decompression valve. Chain brake. Side tensioner bolts. Chain tensioner. Side fuel tank and oil tank. Pretty big saw. Buck and spike. Muffler. Very nice original saw. Everything's all original. My dad had a Husqvarna 460 Rancher. Same saw as this, but his had a 24-inch bar, but he put a 20-inch bar on it. But it's a great firewood cutting saw for only being used on the farms or helping out a neighbor on the farm. But it's a very neat firewood cutter. I'll definitely use this saw probably one day, or probably in the summertime when I need to. Does leak bar and chain oil. Oil's on the outside of a crankcase, but chainsaws do leak sometime when they set too long. Nice original sharp chain. I kept it sharp. It's always a very good firewood saw. You could still buy these at Lowe's, or you could buy them on Amazon. But I recommend you to get those at Lowe's. But Tractor Supply sells them too. But they came in a different color. They changed from the tank from the orange to a gray, and the gray oil tank. In case you don't know how to start it, up is on. Sometimes my dad starts it with a choke out and push the choke in. But I like starting it with a manual switch on. But it's been a very good saw. Very nice looking machine. I used to have another one, a 2010 455 wrencher, but it ended up never being saved, unfortunately, because it really had a lot of problems. So what happened, the throttle depression lever and the linkage snapped out of the throttle, and it ran away on its own at full throttle, wide open. So I quit fooling with that thing and threw that thing away and never want to see it again, because that thing was scary. Because that's why I don't like using it, because I'm afraid it'll definitely get myself killed with it running away wide open. This one is about 7 years old. I had it for 7 years during Christmas Eve 2019, after I graduated high school. But that thing is 7 years old, still running like a champ. I always keep it clean sometimes. Always keep it took care of. Never adjusted the carburetor on it, nothing. Leave it as the original. It's a very good saw. But I'll be getting the extreme power and the... Let me check on my phone. But even that, it's a very good saw. I do recommend to stay with a 20-inch bar. I recommend you not to run a 24-inch bar. If you're going to use a 24-inch bar, I only used it for stump cutting, for cutting stumps off the ground. That's what 24-inch bars are definitely designed for. But I stay with 20-inch bars to make them safely easy to use. That way they're not real heavy. But even that, the chain is still fairly sharp. I kept it sharp. I'm not sure how long it'll take if I accidentally dull that chain on the ground. If I accidentally dull it, I'll buy me another chain. But even that, it's a very good saw. It's getting cold again. So I'll do some more outside videos again when the weather's warm. But anyways, if you like this video about this saw, if you got one of these, let me know in the comments below. Always like and subscribe and leave a comment. And thank y'all for watching.